What's up everyone, welcome back to this channel, and this video is very special. First of all, thank you for 20,000 subscribers. Meanwhile, we're even further than that. The goal is to reach 50,000 subscribers for this year. So let's go guys, okay? Thank you very much for that. I value each and every one of you, and it gives me a lot of energy that you guys are subscribed. So make sure to ring the bell if you didn't do so yet. Come to my Telegram because we chat every single day about the market and I'm sharing my opinion about it as well there. And as well, make sure to comment down below whenever you have questions. I love to help you guys. With that out of the way, let's talk about Bitcoin. Is it a bull trap? As you can see behind me, we have broken above this trend line and it looks like it's time to buy, but is it? Okay, so let's look at my strategies. What are they doing? Because you know, I'm a numbers guy, right? I'm not buying based on some crazy chart patterns. I'm buying on mathematical analysis. And for that, I'm using my strategies to determine if it's a good time to enter or not. It's all about probabilities, okay? It's not about, you know, how I feel about it. So I'm going to use those today in this video to analyze what's happening with Bitcoin. We're also going to look very shortly on Ethereum as well because it's a quite interesting chart, but I will do another video just for that because there is more to share. So make sure to subscribe. And because of regulations, I have to tell you that this is not financial advice. Most people lose money in whatever investment, especially in crypto, which is why I also made this video that I will link up here, where I'm saying that 95% of people lose money in crypto because they're not watching my videos. I mean, because they don't know what they're doing. And with that out of the way, I have 0 Bitcoin, 0 Ethereum. Let's get into the video. All right, as you can see, this candle here, the last candle from yesterday, is the most important one to look at right now because this candle broke above this horizontal trend line and this downsloping trend line at the same time. So now it's basically breaking above the downtrend and is trying to do something else than going down, right? So that's awesome. Now, if it can hold this and actually break above this trend line as well, which is from my strategy, by the way, this is a calculated line for being bullish, bearish, or uncertain. So right now it's bearish, which I will tell you more about in a minute. Now, the next thing to do is basically to stay above this line and then cross over this line. Okay, basically that's it. Okay, so I can end the video here, but there is more to tell you because once it crosses above this line, it does a retest and then goes to the moon. Perfect. Now that is a perfect way. No, actually here it's a perfect time to buy. Yes, it's a bit higher, I understand, but then it's a higher probability and then I can put more money, right? Because once there is a high probability, it's okay to go in with more funds and then you can make more money overall, right? So that's the idea. Sure, I could buy right now as well because I get bullish early because it broke above this downsloping trend line, but it's a bit risky, okay? That's why I have my freaking strategy because my strategy keeps me from doing stupid stuff like that, okay? So if I buy now, there is no mathematical probability that is on my side. The way I do this and what I mean by probability is let me turn on the trading signals again for the strategy. As you can see, you have the arrows appearing on the chart. And also let me tell you that the strategy started trading 2018 and it made 2,700% profit on Bitcoin since then. So if you zoom fully out, it started trading here and then this was the first buy and this was the first sell and so on. And then it started trading from there. Now, the overall performance of this strategy cannot just be measured on Bitcoin because on Bitcoin, it doesn't have enough trades. But if you use it on thousands of different coins, which I did, okay, then it almost always makes a profit on any coin, basically, almost always, not always, but almost always. You can watch my XRP video to explain to you why not every coin will work, but doesn't matter. Distracting. Now here you can see the probability of winning is 66%, okay? Sometimes it's a bit higher depending on when you're looking exactly, but after this losing trade here to protect me from even more downside, as you can see, it bought here, sold here, but then it protected me from losing more. After that, it fell down from 71% to 66%. Okay, but it's still better than most people, okay? And so it made a lot of profit, it wins a lot of trades, it has 15% drawdown only when Bitcoin actually has a drawdown of sometimes 70%, 75%, okay? So that is awesome. Now, that's why I'm using the strategy and I'm going through these numbers every video because some people are new, they don't know this yet, right? So if you already know these numbers, okay, yeah, it's boring, but bear with me because new viewers, they don't know this yet, right? So what I'm saying when I say probability, right, is that basically if I buy here before the strategy says anything, then I don't even know the probability of this move. Okay, I don't know if buying above this trend line would have a great drawdown management or a good profit factor or winning most of the trade. I don't know. Basically, what I'm telling you is the trend is down. This is not the time to buy. Okay, it's exciting that it broke above these trend lines, But at the same time, the strategy says, relax, okay? Because this is a time to wait and see what happens, okay? So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. And so there is no reason to buy right now. This could be a massive bull trap. Okay, unless it does what I told you before, that it breaks above this line and blah, blah. Okay, that's nice. But until then, this could easily bounce here and then roll over and go further down, okay, and stress absolutely everybody, and people will lose their money and their minds and everything, okay, and I don't really care because I'm not invested, okay. So this is how I see it right now. So I showed you how the chart looks like. I showed you what my strategy would do in this moment, which is being out of the market, and that's exactly what I do as well. Keep in mind that I automate every single buy and sell signal that I get from my strategies, and I send them through a tool called Signum, which is my own trade automation software. And whenever a signal arrives here, it will then trade on the exchange that I've set up. And I have, well, mostly Bybit. As you can see here, we also support Kraken, Binance, and others, whatever. But this is the tool to use to automate any strategy on TradingView as easy as possible. Just a couple of clicks and it's done, right? So anyway, this is how I see the market right now. Let's look at Ethereum as well, because Ethereum is a bit more interesting. Look at this amazing chart. The trend is still clearly green. There is no red, there is no gray. It's clearly an uptrend. Yes, my strategy have sold already because I want to make sure to not lose purchasing power. So overall, if I zoom out, the strategy made quite nice profits here, and here it was a losing trade, similar to Bitcoin. But it's good because we don't want to lose money when the trend actually turns down and goes, bearish, fully bearish, right? So it's better to sell and to take small losses in order to avoid bigger losses. I actually made a video about that. It's quite important, and this is the number one reason why most people lose money. They cannot take small losses and they let the losses become huge and massive and catastrophic. And so click here, up here, and watch this freaking video after this one. It will definitely change your freaking life, and it make you way more, hopefully way more profitable, because you learn how to take small losses. Anyway, the chart here looks way more interesting because the trend is still green, and it broke above the downsloping line for the first time since weeks. Like you see here, it tried to break above it. It got fully rejected with this candle here, right? But here now it managed and is still up there. And in the morning hours, it even managed to break clearly above the green trend line, which is quite nice. So I think Ethereum is quite bullish. So I put even more funds into this trading strategy here that waits for it to trigger and then to buy when the signal comes. And also I've put the performance numbers of the strategy on this asset on the bottom here, so you can see that. You can pause the video, zoom in and check it out. It's the same strategy that I used on Bitcoin as well. And it's also fully automatic. I have zero work with this. This is why I advocate for getting a strategy, automating a strategy, and then sticking to the freaking strategy for a long time. That is the recipe for success, in my opinion, which is why I'm teaching exactly the process that I'm using as well in my masterclass called Auto Trading Masterclass, where I give access to all of my knowledge, all of my strategies that you have seen in this video as well, and also the community that is also full of fascinating algo trading people also automating their funds. But please don't apply yet, okay? First of all, watch 2 videos and only then consider maybe potentially applying, okay? First of all, watch this video here called Trend Following Strategies Are Superior. Click on it. It's free to watch. Just watch it, okay? The link is down below to arrive on this page. Click on this freaking video, watch it, okay? Also, watch this video on YouTube about how to automate a strategy, any strategy from TradingView, fully for free, life-changing video, the biggest video on my channel, okay? How to automate a strategy and what to take care of step by step. And I see you in that video, or I see you tomorrow in the next video.